Hi Aries, welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive. Thank you for being here. We're going to jump in and do a read for you for the first half of February 2021. This will be a general read, so if you are looking for a personal read that taps into your own personal energies, go to The Guided Intuitive up here or in my description box, okay? So what we're going to do, because it's the month of love, right? And I'm so happy you're here. What we're going to do is I'm going to pull a card just for you, all right? And love starts with us, and so I think it's important for us to begin the month of love with a card just for you before we get into the main spread, okay? All right, so let's see where you need to shine the light on in terms of your love. A lot of cards fell out, so we're gonna actually see what wants to jump out for you here, okay? So where do you need to kind of shine the light on for the first 2 weeks of February? What's most important for Aries to be aware of the first 2 weeks of February? Where do they need to shine the light? I could have swore I saw something flip, but apparently not. So let's see what's most important for Aries. What wants to come up with for Aries the first 2 weeks of February? Okay, all right, here it is. All right, all right. Oh my gosh, this is interesting because I've never got this card before. Now, the title of this card, is called Erama. Okay. Now, what it talks about here is what you're being called to do on your journey. So, wow. Now, this is really the first 2 weeks of February. You might be taking an inventory of about what your journey involves, guys. It doesn't involve a partnership. What is this? What is inclusive for you on this journey, right? It wants you to determine where you are being called to journey to, right? This is your journey of your soul, right? What your soul desires. Perhaps, it could be within a relationship or situation because my bi-weeklies here are focused on love, but you're going to know what that is for you. This is saying is that sometimes a voyage that we don't know where we're going, but our soul knows the way, right? And this is something to keep in mind. So this is really, when you pull this card, especially for, a particular read, is that you're already on one, and it could be a place that you are actually going to. It could be metaphorically, that as well. But it's beautiful, and I really think that you're being called to journey to a place that's sacred to your soul. Maybe it's a sacred site. Maybe it is a mountain climb. Maybe it is a desert place, of some sort. But whatever it is, it could even be, it could be that, to see old friends, a spontaneous, road trip of some sort. But whatever it is, it's a journey of the heart, and it's going to be really important for you. So this is what wants to come out, for you. Maybe you're asked to study some sort of body of work, whatever your circumstances. This card is just really saying is that your soul is ready to take that deep dive into that and into all of that, of what that is. So really beautiful for you. And I hope that message was for some of you. It came out for a reason for you in your read. So I think it's important there. So let's go ahead and jump into the main spread, right? And go with you and who and kind of see what wants to come out for you here. Where are you at right now? As it pertains, let's say for your love journey, okay? So we get the Justice cards that just came right out, okay? So seeking this balance, right? Could be done with a Libra, that's coming into play here as well. So yeah, it's a balancing of scales. Oh my gosh, you guys, we got 3 other cards. Okay, so this is going to be it here. All right, so yeah, we've got the balancing of scales, which is the Justice card, and that is just, in terms of a relationship or situation, there is maybe some sort of justice coming in. Now, some of you could be going through some sort of divorce. Some of you could be making some sort of firm decision. Usually this comes from, yourself or, the authority of yourself or an authority figure, a legal aspect of some sort that's coming into play and making some sort of decision, okay? But that's what I see coming through. Then I get the Knight of Swords, okay? Now, this is Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius energy, so I feel that this is you. And this is actually really moving forward. Now, this could be the fact that you're really moving forward with a lot more motion, a lot more, energy, adventure, right? That's what the journey card came out. Lust, passion, right? You're on this journey that you need to take, right? And I really feel that maybe that you are looking for that. And now you've maybe perhaps offered your love to someone, or someone's offered a cup of love to you. This is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Again, you might have it in your chart. Someone around you might have it, or you're just taking on the energy. You know what's best for you here, but there is an opportunity that you really want to offer your cup of love to someone. And it could have to do with someone, could be a Leo, right? But this is calling upon your strength to be able to do that. Now, some of you are getting more comfortable in terms of your emotions and offering this. Some of you, again, might be on the receiving end of this, but this is saying to have the strength to really move forward and to tame that kind of that animal energy within. We're kind of balancing that light and dark side, and that's what the strength card calls for. It's really calling for that. It's really to you kind of tame the inner demons, maybe some sort of addictions, any sort of things that might be holding you back from love, whatever that is. It could be as simple as a negative belief, or or some sort of limiting belief or negative mindset of some sort. But that's what's coming into play. And if you do need help with that, hence be on the read up here or in my description box. But what this really does is you're trying to balance that out. So in terms of where you're at right now, it's about, leveling out the scales, balancing out your life, getting your passion and energy back as it pertains to love, and having the strength to be able to move forward and to be able to tame that, so you can have a beautiful, joyous love relationship, not only with yourself but with another being. Okay, so that's what I feel that's coming through for you. What is going to help you in this process? Let's just take a look and see if there's anything that wants to give us some insight. Let's take a look at what that is. What's most important for Aries to be aware of here? What's most important for Aries the first 2 weeks that's going to help them in their current circumstances and where they're at right now? What's most important? Let's take a look. Okay, what do we have? Grieve your losses. Okay, so some of you did come out of something that perhaps in terms of a relationship or situation where it was kind of unsavoring. Yeah, it kind of left that a kind of like a little bit of a broken heart. So what I'm feeling here is that maybe that you had to make some sort of judgment call on something that you really didn't want to. Maybe you just really loved someone, or you really wanted this situation to work out, but you just knew that the current circumstances of it just wasn't going to let that happen. So this is about grieving your losses, but being able to move forward and having the strength to move forward, right? And having the strength, to love again, right? And to offer love again. And that's really what I feel that's coming through here. Let's take a look at this other person on the other side, and let's take a look at where they're at, okay? Hopefully this resonates with you. Definitely like and subscribe, guys, if this resonates with you, okay? Definitely helps my channel. All right, so let's check it out. And for this other person over here, what do we get here? So, it's interesting. We get the Four of Swords. So this has them going through a lot of rest and recuperation. This is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Could be a fellow air sign that you are, this could be a, not a fellow air sign, but could be an air sign that you're dealing with. You're a fire sign. But this is all about getting rest and recuperation. So this other person could be an air sign getting rest and recuperation at this particular time. And then I get the Hierophant. The Hierophant is all about, having some sort of, peace with oneself, bringing peace to the situation. Now, this is about tradition or belief. This is Taurus energy. You might be dealing with a Taurus, okay, or someone that has that, in their chart. I really feel that, and what I feel that is that this is about questioning some sort of adversity in terms of sort of belief or tradition that this person was in, and they're kind of questioning that in terms of getting straight on what that is, right? So they're standing by their beliefs and their tradition, and getting the rest that they need in this process. And then the final card that I get is the Sun card. I mean, it's beautiful. They're really getting into good vibrations once again, okay? And this is really being focused on that. Really good vibrations, and the sunflowers are all about good vibrations, right? So that's what I see coming through here. This is, being very confident, being very energized, clearing their sacral and solar plexus chakras. I think if I can say that fast. Their sacral and solar plexus chakras. You try that for a tongue tie, guys, okay? But that's what's coming out here, and they're getting really good vibrations, and they're carrying those good vibrations coming through here. I do want to see if there's anything that wants to come out in terms of their current situation right now. But yeah, they're getting a lot of rest and kind of moving forward and getting clear on their beliefs, their values, and really standing by that too after a lot of adversity in the past. But they're coming out with really good vibrations. Anything else? They're open to love, right? So this other person is open to love right now. You know, maybe previously that they weren't, they were kind of shut down, and that wasn't quite the case previously, but this person is actually getting to the point to really, really be open to love. Let's take a look at how do they, I want to take a look at, what are the challenges that you face in this relationship or situation? What are the challenges that you face in this relationship or situation? What are the challenges in this? Okay, we've got the Emperor and the Knight of Wands. So this is about, you know, the controlling of things and then moving forward with passion, right? So this is about balancing that out, okay? This is what I really feel, because you got one end of the spectrum and another. And the Emperor is very strict. It's, you know, very solid and structured. And then you've got the Knight of Wands moving forward with passion. You know, here, this is really moving forward with a lot of lust, adventure, and energy. So this is about creating that balance in between this, okay? That is what is most important on, you know, in terms of, you know, the relationship or situation, on how you can kind of improve it. It would be to balance that out a little bit. Not too much passion and not too much structure, but to be able to balance that out, okay? So that's really key in terms of this situation here, all right? And let's take a look on what is, where is this, what will be the challenges that you face in this relationship or situation? Anything else? Any other else that wants to come out here? Let's take a look at what this is. I get the Empress energy and the Four of Pentacles. This is about getting the stability in the relationship with the Empress, you know, and focusing on the beauty of it. So again, this is focusing on the beauty, the emotions, the you know, the creativity. This is you know, all about that beautiful Empress energy. I mean, it's all about, she represents the planet of love, and she's all about, you know, art, beauty, right? And even security, right? And then what comes right after that is security. So this is about, you know, having security in the love, you know, developing the mindset of having security in love after maybe perhaps something not working out previously is really what I feel. So this relationship, and it could have been for both of you, you know, for this, that I really feel that, you know, that there needs to be some sort of balance in terms of security and in love, and knowing that you have love. You know, to make this work, if those of you that want it to work, this is saying to have the security in the love, and to know that love can, love can provide security, feeling secure about love again. That's what I'm trying to say. Security about love again. And that's what I think that's coming through, okay? For those of you that do not want it to work, what is the best way for you to move forward? Let's take a look at what that is. For you that do not want it to work, what's the best way for you to move forward? This is to let you know that the wheel of karma is changing, okay? That you no longer, this is about making the decision that you need to make, right? And this is, you know, without feeling left out, and know that the karmic cycle will change. So this is shifting into a whole energy aspect is what I feel here. For those of you that do not want it to work, you know, you feel a little bit maybe tied up in terms of making some sort of decision, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy here. But this is about not feeling left out anymore, and knowing that that cycle of energy is going to change, and you're on a brand new karmic cycle. So know that you're going to have fresh energy to back you up and to push you forward, okay? So note that. So don't feel that you have to be left out of a situation, because you know what's right for you and your decisions, right? And it could have to deal again, you know, in making some sort of decision, you know, in terms of your guidelines and what you want in a relationship or situation. Now, those of you that I want to find out the best way forward for you if you want to stay together, best way forward for you if you want to stay together. What is this? Best way forward is to let go of, to let go. I got the Nine of Swords, the Moon, and the Magician. Two major arcana cards in the process. Wow. Okay. So let's start with the Nine of Swords. This is about letting go of the past hurts, past situation, the past period. This is about taking those lessons and learning from them, right? But being able to push yourself forward. And I think you're doing that because this is a 9 card, and the 9s are coming to fruition, right? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. put the past behind you. And then also, even the moon is kind of coming into play here, that even though the things will be hidden here, this talks about, really focusing on what I want to say, kind of like getting rid of any sort of illusion or fear from the past, right? Any sort of illusions or fears that you maybe told yourself that just really aren't true, and being able to move forward. And then you got that Magician card, which is saying you've got everything necessary to turn this around, right? So for those of you, the best way to move forward is use the resources that you have, but definitely let go of the past fears, because on the other side of that fear is your opportunity. And then we've got the Magician card, which means to create what is it you want within the relationship or situation, and manifest what it is that you want, right? So manifesting will become very big. Where the mind goes, the universe shows. So really remember that. That's something to keep in mind. So that's your best way forward here, okay? How do they feel about you? Let's take a look on how they feel about you, okay? Aries, let's take a look at that, okay? So that's interesting, okay? So hopefully, oh my gosh, this one card stuck. Okay, so since we're in the month of love, let's go ahead and pull the pink cards. I'm going to go ahead and see what wants to come through for you. How did they feel about you? How do they feel about you? Kind of what's going on over here, okay? So what's happening on their side a little bit more? Memories, right? They're reminiscing how things used to be, okay? Even if you haven't had a long history with this person, they are reminiscing on how things used to be, when you would talk, or when you were, kind of together, whatever that case may be, but they're kind of reminiscing about that, some of the memories. This is saying is that, what they don't want is to sugarcoat things, okay? How they feel about you is they do not want to sugarcoat things with superficial expressions, right? What they want to really focus on is that, superficial expressions are not good for them anymore. They want kind of the real thing, or what they're feeling about you is that you don't want to sugarcoat things, that you want to kind of really be real, and you don't want things sugar-coated, okay? So that may make sense to some of you, okay? How are anything else on how they're feeling about you? They feel that you're one in a million, okay? They definitely feel that you're one in a million, and very special, okay? And that they feel that you're a really special love. Anything else? Grow. What they want to do is level up. They want to expand in this, okay? They want to see it bloom, okay? They want to see some things change in this, okay? And this is all matters of the heart, that green color there. But that's really focused on leveling up and the expansion. They want to really focus in on that. Anything else? They feel you slipping away, right? And they feel that, it's time to confront the issues, and you kind of get that... they feel that it's time to make some sort of change and make some sort of move is really what I feel here. Anything else? They feel that you are that you don't stand for any sort of manipulation or mind games, okay? You want to see that let go, and they do not want any sort of mind games, and you're not going to put up with that. How do you feel about them? How do you feel about them? This wants to come out. Enlightenment. You've got some sort of spiritual awakening, Aries, from this relationship, okay, is really what I feel. There's been some sort of spiritual awakening. So very interesting, okay? This dynamic has taught you something. This is really, it has taught you something about you, right? That you needed to focus a little bit more on you and focus on balancing you, so you could have a balanced relationship as well. For some of you, note your comments below, right? And definitely let me know if that makes sense to you. And that you want quality time, that togetherness brings more enjoyment. So it's about quality time, together. And that's key, right? So you definitely want, togetherness, enjoyment of being with someone. Anything else? A love offer, okay? A new door to romance. You might be getting an offer of love that might be coming your way. Now, it could be from this person, but whatever the case may be, is that there is a new opportunity, a new door of a romance is opening up to you. And it starts with you, right? It really starts with you here, and that's key. Winter. So this is saying is that during this time right now that you might be away from each other, you might be it might be frozen, like it might be a little cold, and you guys might be separated. But what this is saying is that there's no progress that's being made at this particular time. I feel that it's more around like the summertime, okay, is what I feel. There's no progress that's happening right now. Anything else on how you feel about them? Yeah, I think that you would be willing to take a second chance with this person. Now, some of you, that's the case. Now, for those of you who are not, it's definitely not. But for those of you that are thinking about it, there could be a second chance. But there obviously things would have to change, right? And what would have to change in order for a second chance? What would have to say? Yeah, they is speaking up, okay? So they would have to speak up, okay? For some reason, they would have to speak up. Maybe you're not hearing anything from their side. Maybe it's mostly you as spoken up on how you feel and you've been standing your guard, but you would want them to speak up as well, okay? Interesting, guys. Very interesting. Okay, so what I want to do is pull a special card that I use in my coaching, soul and strategy work. So I'm going to pull a special card for you to close out the end on some special wisdom and advice, okay? So especially within the month of February, what's most important for Aries to be aware of in a relationship or situation, okay? Let's take a look at what this is. Here it is. What do I get? The way I visualize my life is how it's going to be, okay? Remember, you guys, what I said, where the mind goes, the universe shows? So it's really important on how you visualize things. So pay attention to what that looks like, how you're painting that picture, and making sure it's for you, right? You're not just doing it, because of what you think you should do. Really go inward and focus again on what, that journey, that deep emotion journey that we pulled at the very beginning is for you, okay? Because that's what's coming out. So very interesting, guys. I hope that this resonated with you. I'm sending lots of love for February. Happy Valentine's Day to all of you, even if you're just loving yourself, okay? Because it does start there, right? So even if you're just doing that, and that self-love is so important. But if you're with someone else too, I hope you have an enjoyable one. And until next time, namaste.